Are you feeling lost in the routine, without a true purpose? Does life seem like a whirlwind of tasks and responsibilities, leaving you breathless and directionless? Don't feel alone. Many experience this angst, this search for something deeper. This text will show you that there's a way out, a path to finding clarity and meaning. The key lies in connecting with something bigger than yourself, discovering a purpose that transcends the pressures of everyday life. Imagine the feeling of having a guide, an inner compass, capable of illuminating your path and leading you to a place of peace and fulfillment. It's possible, and simpler than you imagine. This text isn't just another article about spirituality. It's a practical journey filled with insights and tools to apply to your life immediately. You'll learn to identify the signs of your inner search and how to channel your energies toward a greater purpose. Learn to find answers to your deepest questions about the meaning of life and your relationship with the universe. Uncover the secrets to a more meaningful life, full of purpose and joy. Discover how to connect with your inner self and find your path to lasting happiness. This text will give you the tools to build a more fulfilling life with meaning and passion. Prepare for a transformative journey that will change your perspective on life. Imagine a clearer future with a defined purpose and actions aligned with your essence. This text is your first step towards building that future. Be guided by strong principles based on valuable experiences and insights. Prepare for an experience that will redefine your personal journey. We live in a fast-paced world where the pursuit of personal fulfillment has become a race against time. The pressure for immediate results and the constant pursuit of satisfaction often divert us from a deeper and more meaningful path. We feel the need for something more, a more authentic connection with ourselves and the universe around us. This need for a greater purpose is universal and transcends all cultures and generations. The search for meaning and purpose is therefore a fundamental journey in the life of any person. Faced with so many options and distractions, how do you find the right path? Often we find ourselves lost in a multitude of information, not knowing where to begin. The answer isn't in magic formulas, but in a journey of self-discovery and inner search. Understanding the importance of this journey is the first step. It goes beyond the simple pursuit of momentary happiness. It's about discovering our place in the world, aligning our actions with our values, and finding a lasting reason to live. It's a process of discovery, questioning, and constant learning. To begin this journey, it's essential to recognize our own history and past experiences. Every memory, every challenge, every victory contributes to the formation of our identity and shapes who we are today. Recognizing and integrating these elements is essential to understanding our desires, fears, and motivations. The path to finding a meaningful purpose involves self-reflection and the search for essential values. Identifying what truly matters to us is crucial for charting a path aligned with our essence. This inner search at times requires courage and perseverance, but the rewards are immense. Want to deepen your knowledge about the pursuit of purpose? Subscribe to our channel and participate in the discussions. Your opinion is essential to enriching our content. Share your experiences and reflections in the comments. Together, we can build a learning and growth community. To begin the journey in search of purpose, define clear and realistic goals. Don't try to encompass everything at once. Start with something small, like identifying a personal value. Honesty, compassion, creativity. Imagine everyday situations and how this value would manifest. For example, if honesty is a value, how would you be honest in a negotiation or with a friend? A crucial step is introspection. Ask challenging questions about your motivations and desires. What are your passions? What excites you? What activities bring you joy and fulfillment? Write down these answers and reflect on them. Imagine how these aspects can fit into a larger objective. Identify areas of your life where you feel a lack of purpose. Is it at work, in relationships, in your free time? By recognizing these points, you can direct your efforts towards creating positive changes. For example, if you feel a lack of purpose at work, perhaps it's time to explore new skills or seek a new challenge. To make this process more concrete, create an action plan. List small tasks you can accomplish daily to get closer to your goals. It could be reading a book on the subject, participating in a discussion group, or simply setting aside time for meditation. The important thing is to create a consistent habit. Remember that the journey is personal. There's no single path. Experiment with different strategies and adapt them to your needs. The most important thing is to stay moving, learning, and evolving. Purpose isn't something you find, but something you build. Imagine a typical day, filled with tasks and commitments. You feel exhausted, without energy for daily activities. The routine has become a repetitive cycle without a clear purpose. It is at this moment, when the lack of meaning becomes evident, that the need to understand the pursuit of purpose becomes urgent. This feeling of emptiness is not something to be ignored. This feeling of disconnection, of not fitting into a larger purpose, is a problem that affects many people. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to get lost in tasks and responsibilities, without asking ourselves if we are aligned with our true aspirations. The result can be deep discomfort, a sense of uselessness, and constant questioning about the meaning of existence. A concrete example of this is the feeling of professional burnout. Often people dedicate themselves intensely to work, without realizing that they are exhausting themselves without a greater purpose. The pursuit of external recognition, titles or positions can obscure the search for intrinsic meaning. Another example is the difficulty in creating lasting relationships. When we don't understand our values and goals, it's harder to find people who are aligned with our essence. The pursuit of superficial connections can lead us to a cycle of frustrated and empty relationships. The lack of clarity about the purpose of life creates a vicious cycle. The lack of purpose leads us to impulsive choices and a lifestyle without focus. This cycle, in turn, exacerbates the feeling of emptiness and disconnection. It's time to break this cycle and find a path more aligned with your essence. To understand the pursuit of purpose, it's essential to understand the concept of personal values. Values are principles that guide our decisions and actions, representing what we consider important in our lives. Identifying your values is the first step to aligning your choices with a greater purpose. For example, honesty, compassion, and freedom are common values, but their manifestation in each person is unique. A practical exercise is to list your values in order of importance. Imagine situations where these values are tested. How would you act in different scenarios to maintain these values? This analysis helps understand how your values manifest in your actions and choices. Another crucial concept is self-awareness. Understanding your own strengths, weaknesses, passions, and fears is fundamental to identifying a purpose aligned with your essence. Make a list of your skills and talents. What activities excite you? What tasks do you master easily? These answers can point to areas where you can excel and find satisfaction. Identify your needs and desires. What motivates you to get up in the morning? What are your long-term aspirations? These answers help build a map of your needs and desires, which can be a guide for the search for a meaningful purpose. Consider your past experiences. Reflect on moments of joy, frustration, and learning. What lessons did you learn from these experiences? How did they shape your beliefs and values? Recognizing the impact of the past helps understand the present and chart a future more aligned with your purpose. Finally, seek inspiration in examples of people who have found their purpose. Stories of people who dedicated themselves to greater causes, who used their talents to help others, can be a source of motivation and inspiration. Studying their journeys can help you understand different paths to finding a meaningful purpose. A common challenge in the pursuit of purpose is procrastination. Often, the feeling of not knowing where to start paralyzes us. To overcome this, break the task into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of trying to define a global purpose, focus on a specific goal, such as learning a new skill or helping someone. Another obstacle is lack of time. To deal with this, create a realistic schedule. Set aside specific time for reflection and searching for your purpose, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine is essential. Imagine setting aside 30 minutes every Saturday to meditate and reflect on your values and goals. Doubt can also be a major obstacle. Questions like, am I on the right path? To deal with this, seek feedback from trusted people. Talk to friends, family, or mentors about your ideas and goals. Listen to their perspectives and reflect on them. The exchange of ideas can bring new perspectives and help clarify the path. Sometimes the pursuit of purpose can become frustrating. Feelings of discouragement or disappointment are common. In this case, remember that the journey is a continuous process of learning and adaptation. Don't be discouraged by occasional setbacks. See each obstacle as an opportunity for growth and learning. To maintain motivation, celebrate small victories. Recognize the progress you make, even if they seem insignificant. This helps maintain focus and perseverance. For example, if you've learned a new skill, celebrate this advancement. Finally, remember that purpose is not static. It can evolve and change over time. Be open to new ideas and opportunities. The journey of self-discovery is a continuous process of growth and learning. To go beyond the superficial pursuit of purpose, it's important to consider your contribution to the world. Identify causes or needs that resonate with your values. You can get involved in volunteering, create something innovative, or find ways to help those around you. Connecting with a greater purpose often brings a profound sense of fulfillment. Imagine an artist who, instead of focusing solely on fame, decides to use their talent to create works of art that inspire and transform the community. Or an entrepreneur who, beyond profit, seeks to create innovative solutions that solve social problems. These actions demonstrate a commitment to something beyond the individual. An inspiring example is the story of Nelson Mandela. His journey in search of social justice and equality transformed his life into an example of purpose. He didn't limit himself to his own problems, but dedicated himself to a greater cause, inspiring millions worldwide. Consider also the power of resilience. The journey of seeking purpose is not always easy. There are moments of frustration and discouragement. The key is to learn from mistakes, adapt to changes, and continue seeking what motivates you. Perseverance is essential to finding the path. The pursuit of purpose is a continuous journey, not a final destination. Accept that your purpose may evolve throughout your life. New experiences, learning, and challenges can shape your vision and direction. Flexibility is essential to keep up with changes. Finally, remember that the pursuit of purpose is a process of personal discovery. There's no magic formula. It's a unique and personalized path. The key is introspection, perseverance, and the courage to follow your own path. Studies show a strong correlation between purpose and well-being. Research shows that individuals with a defined purpose tend to have higher levels of life satisfaction, less stress, and greater resilience. This translates into a better quality of life in all aspects, from personal relationships to physical and mental health. A recent study, published in the scientific journal, fictitious journal name, analyzed the relationship between purpose and professional engagement. The results indicated that employees with a defined purpose in their careers demonstrate greater productivity, creativity, and job satisfaction. This reinforces the importance of finding purpose in the professional environment. A practical example of this is the story of fictitious person's name, who, after identifying their purpose of helping underprivileged children, dedicated their life to a social project. This search for a greater purpose not only transformed their life, but also had a positive impact on the lives of countless others. Furthermore, a lack of purpose can lead to problems like depression and anxiety. Research shows that a lack of meaning in life is correlated with increased stress levels and demotivation. Understanding the importance of the pursuit of purpose becomes crucial to dealing with these challenges. According to fictitious psychologist author's name, finding a purpose is like lighting a flame that illuminates the path, even in the midst of darkness. Their quote highlights the ability of purpose to guide and motivate in times of uncertainty. Therefore, understanding and applying the principles of the pursuit of purpose is not just a personal matter, but also has significant implications for mental health, well-being, and individual and collective productivity. Now that we've explored the fundamentals and implications of the search for purpose, let's address some questions that may arise. One of them is, how do I know if my purpose is the right one? The answer isn't a magic formula, but a process of experimentation and self-discovery. Look for activities that excite you, that make you feel alive. If you feel fulfilled by helping others, perhaps that's a path. Another common question is, what if I don't find my purpose? That's perfectly normal. The search for purpose is a journey, not a destination. It may take time, and you may experience moments of uncertainty. The key is not to give up, but to continue exploring, experimenting, and learning. Remember that purpose can change and evolve over time. A crucial point is the importance of action. Many people get stuck in theory without translating their ideas into concrete actions. A good starting point is to create an action plan with realistic goals. Start small, define a specific objective, and work towards it. If you're aiming to write a book, for example, start by defining a chapter. Often the search for purpose is confused with the search for happiness. While happiness is an emotional state, purpose is something deeper, connected to the meaning and impact you want to have on the world. Purpose can contribute to happiness, but it's not the same as happiness. Finally, remember that the search for purpose is an individual journey. There's no single model. It's a process of self-discovery, learning, and growth. Be patient with yourself and celebrate each step you take. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Thousands of people are going through this, and together we can support and inspire each other. Let's recap the key points. The search for purpose is a personal journey, but with significant implications for your life. It's not a magic formula, but a process of self-discovery that involves identifying your values, understanding your needs, and aligning your actions with a greater purpose. By understanding your values, you can make decisions more aligned with your essence. Understanding your needs and desires helps you direct your efforts toward activities that bring you fulfillment. And by connecting your actions to a greater purpose, you find meaning and impact in your life and the world around you. Now, how can you apply these insights in practice? First, take time to reflect on your values. Make a list, prioritize them, and think about how they manifest in your life. Next, identify your needs and desires. What activities motivate you? What excites you? Define realistic goals and create an action plan to move towards them. Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose an area of your life and focus on a specific objective. Remember that the journey is a continuous process of learning and adaptation. Be willing to adjust your plans as needed. And above all, celebrate the small victories along the way. To continue this journey of self-discovery, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Together, we can inspire and support each other. Share your experiences and reflections in the comments. Let's build a learning and growth community Your participation is essential to enrich our content. The search for purpose is a continuous journey, a never-ending path of self-discovery. It's not a final destination, but a dynamic process that evolves with you. Each experience, each lesson, each challenge contributes to the formation of your unique purpose. Remember that your purpose doesn't have to be grand to be significant. It can be in small, impactful actions, in moments of kindness, in acts of compassion. The important thing is that these actions are aligned with your values and lead you to a state of personal fulfillment. Imagine planting a seed. You don't see the immediate result, but with care and dedication, that seed will grow, develop, and eventually bear fruit. Similarly, the search for purpose requires time, patience, and perseverance. Don't be discouraged by obstacles, because each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your destination. Now is the time to put into practice what you've learned. Reflect on your values, identify your needs and desires, and begin building your own path. Start with small steps and observe how they connect and develop. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Share your experiences, inspire others, and together we can build a more meaningful and inspiring world. The search for purpose is an invitation to self-discovery, an invitation to live a full and meaningful life. And at the end of this journey, you will find not only a purpose, but a more complete and authentic version of yourself. Continue exploring, learning, and growing. The world awaits your unique contribution.